Alright, Shalom. We're going to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kodash.
The belongings to our teachers, the head apostles, and elders in Great Millstone. And salutations to you walking, that's out there listening, pushing for this word with truth and sincerity. And your few walk with as well, that's listening with sincerity. Alright, today, it's coming back at you guys once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai. And like always, various topics. Okay, and one of the topics that we're going to start off with to get the spirit flowing is how the law is basically important, for the nation of Israel, man. Okay, which the law is what we receive from the Heavenly Father and how basically to live life. Okay, so the Lord basically, what's that in? Let's get that in Deuteronomy 4.
This is Deuteronomy 4, in verse 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me."
Yeah, Moses, when he went at Mount Sinai, he went, 40 days, 40 nights, and then, the Lord basically supped with him and basically gave him the law, statutes, and commandments to basically give unto the nation of Israel. That's what Moses is saying. He's saying, receive the laws from the Lord, and here it is, I'm coming to tell it to you. Right? Go on.
It says, keep therefore and do them. It says, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations.
Yeah, okay, the law, statutes, and commandments is basically our wisdom, all right, as the scripture says, in the sight of these other nations. Okay, it's a way of life, how basically you're supposed to conduct yourselves, to basically show that you're separate from the rest of these other people, the rest of the heathens, because they didn't receive the laws. Okay, we're the only nation that came out of Egypt and went into the wilderness and then received those laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Okay, and we're supposed to keep those laws to basically make us separate, all right? And also there's a benefit to it, because when you also read, I think Deuteronomy 28, it speaks about when you keep the laws, blessings are gonna overtake us as a nation. We're gonna receive more fruit of the land. There's so many words, from Deuteronomy 28, 1 and 15, basically alliterates or gives you the list of the blessings that would overcome us as a nation if we kept those laws, right? But what did we do as a nation? We didn't keep those laws. You see? Go on.
I got a real quick precept. This is Deuteronomy 32 and verse 46. It says, and he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do so, all the words of this law. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life.
Yeah, the law is our life, man. That's our life source, man. Okay? And what's that? It tells you in Ecclesiasticus.
I got it.
Yeah, come on.
Ecclesiasticus 19 and verse 18. I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
Yeah, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. Okay, the law, the Yahweh Shai didn't give us those laws for no reason. Okay, he gave us to basically prolong our life even more, man. You see, that's the life source. That's our life source. Okay, there's a reason why Jake right now they're catching all type of diseases, diabetes, the blood sugar is all high, all they're all jacked up. Because what? They're not practicing the laws, man. One of the major things that Jake is breaking is eating swine. That's why your blood level is so high. That's why you're suffering from diabetes type 2, all so on and so forth, all these type of diseases, man. Okay? Because you're not keeping those laws that's supposed to prolong your life. But the heathen, they could not follow the laws and prolong their life. Okay? You have Moab, they'll eat whatever they want. They eat rats, dog, octopus alive. They'll live to be like 100 years old. Okay? Because what? They weren't giving the laws, man. We were given the laws. So if we do that shit, hey, we're gonna get jacked up, man. We're not basically going to the life source. Rather, we're transgressing and taking death instead.
Got a precept? Daniel 9 and 10, it says, neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our power to walk in his laws which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him.
Yeah, we sin against the Lord, man, by breaking that oath. Okay, which we made that oath, I think was like in the book of Exodus, I think 20th chapter, when Moses got the blood, he sprinkled, he read the law amongst the congregation, and afterwards he sprinkled the blood upon us, and then we said, what, all that thou hast said we will do. In other words, we made a vow to the Lord that what, we're going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, which is our life force. But what? We all have sinned as a nation, man. We all transgress the laws, therefore what? The curse that is written in Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down applies unto us till this day, man. Okay? And history shows how many times that we have not kept the laws, man. Go read the book of Judges, man. You know, on multiple accounts, the Lord raised up basically, a prophet or a leader, you could say, or a judge. That's why it's called the book of Judges, right? He raised up a judge, and here it is, 40 years of peace or righteousness, Israel is following the laws. And after that generation is done away with, what happens? They go back to their filth. They go back to following after the ways of the heathen, which is not their life force, okay? Because, they get seduced by, as it tells you in, in the Proverbs, how that, Proverbs 12 and 26, that the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. So Jacob would get seduced by the ways of these other heathen nations, okay? And then they will go whoring after them. And after what happens? We're jacked up. Now the Lord puts us into captivity. Now, the Moabites are ruling over us. Now all the Philistines are ruling over us, okay? And afterwards they cry, and then the same cycle keeps on happening again, and again. You see, the Lord gives a savior, and then they go back to their filth. The Lord gives a savior, go back to their filth. So it clearly proves that, hey, we all have sinned, man. Okay? And therefore we're in this state. You see?
Well, that's something else. Judith 5 and verse 20 says, Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
You see, when we sin against Yahweh, what is sin? What is sin according to the scriptures? Sin is the transgressing of the laws. I'm pretty sure that's in John 3 and 4, or 4 and 3. It tells you that. Sin is the transgressing of the law. So the nations, they knew if we didn't follow the Lord. And how do you follow the Lord? By basically keeping the laws, right? Again, the book of John tells y'all that love, is the keeping of the commandments. That's how you should demonstrate your love towards the Lord. So the heathens, they knew that. They knew when the Lord is with us, hey, nobody can be against us, man. Okay? When we established, when the Lord established us as a nation, that was proven. How we destroyed all those Canaanites in Israel and basically took over that land, okay, by the authority of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, they heard of the fame of the Lord and what he did for us. And fear was among the other nations because of us. Okay, so they knew. So therefore, that's why in Judith, when I think it was one of the, what's it called?
The Moabites?
Yeah, it was like all the heathens as a whole. They basically, I think it was like the Greeks. I forgot who, but it was Edomite. I think was come against us, and then all the nations around us, they came and basically gave counsel to that particular king. I forgot the name of the king, and how to basically besiege them instead. Because we were in a hill country, and then besiege them instead, so they can get to the source of water. So that's how you're supposed to attack them, right? That's what basically the heathens were telling the king, So they're like, yo, consider this, my king. When they sin against the Lord,
that's when they're weakest.
That's when they're at their weakness. But when they're following the laws, they're serving their power. Yo, we can't fight them, man. We're gonna be put to flight. So they're the king. That's that Psalms 83, man.
Right.
When they come what's that? They counsel together. They're breathing. They're confederate against thee. That's what was happening in Judith, man. So they know about the benefits of the Israelites basically following the laws, man. Serving the Lord. They know the benefits that come to the nation of Israel, man. Hey, that's why it speaks about what's that in Lamentations, right? Lamentations 2. It speaks about how that these nations were looking forward to the downfall of Israel, man. You got it, bro.
Judith 5 and 21. It says, but if there be no iniquity in their nation,
So like, read that again. I got something for you.
Jude 5:20, it says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against his people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
So at the end of the day, sin is the kryptonite of the Israelite people. Sin is what disconnects us from our power.
Right.
Okay. So now I have a quick precept to back you up for that point. It says here in to bring it back to the beginning, because you have to think about what happened to Adam. Okay. If Adam did not sin, he would have lived forever. Because why? He was given that breath of life. He was given that knowledge that would have made him live forever. Okay, so it says here in Wisdom of Solomon 2:23, for the Most High created man, the Israelites, to be immortal. Okay, made him to be an image of his own eternity.
Salaki. It was the Assyrians that came in that time. Well, in Judith, it was the Assyrians that was coming up against us. Salaki.
I'll read that again. Wisdom of Solomon 2:23. For the Most High created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death unto the world, and they that hold of his side do find it. So again, bringing it to the point of how the law is our power source of life. The laws are conducive unto life. Okay, if you keep the laws, you will live forever. What's the best example of it? Yahweh Shai. Okay, through Adam we all died. Through Yahweh Shai we all live. All the Israelites live. Okay, so again, these heathens, they knew that if we sin, that would be our ruin. Because if as it says, if the Most High be for us, who can be against us? If you don't sin, the Lord is for you. Okay, you got it.
Judith 5:21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
Yeah, that was basically it, man. You know, he gave him the counsel, yo, don't go up against them right now, man. They're doing good. The Lord is with them. You know, just consider this, man. You know, but I'm pretty sure he didn't consider it. He sent them out or whatever. But anyway, you got it, brother.
This is Micah 4, in verse 11. It says, now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. You know, going back to Psalms 83, how these nations, they seek our downfall. You know, and by them doing that is what? By keeping us in sin. You know, just keeping us in opposition against the Lord. You know, constantly breaking the laws.
Yep.
You know, that's what they do. That's what they set up these different rappers, you know,
Yep.
these different things in this society for, man, to just keep us defiled. The food, you know, there's pork in almost everything. You know, that's an example of them keeping us defiled. It says, verse 12, it says, but they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. You know, so at the end of the day, scriptures speak about he that rolleth the stone shall fall upon his own head. You know, so what they're doing is going to return unto them. You know.
I got Psalms 83 here. This is Psalms 83 and verse 1. It says, a song or psalm of Asaph. It said, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, and that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Okay, that's basically what their counsel is about, man, to basically do away with us as a nation, man. You know, when they have these different summits, you know, WEF, all right? They be concocting plans on basically how to keep Jake on a low level, and basically you'll do away with Jake, man. You know? You see what I'm saying? Because ultimately that all goes back to jealousy. All these other nations, they're jealous how that we have a power that's close unto us that basically give us benefits on the earth, man. How we're the chosen and they're not. So therefore, hey, they make these plans and basically try to keep us low as a nation, man. You know? It's the same nations back in the time of Adam It tells you that Ezekiel, in the book of Ezekiel, how that, the other trees, they were jealous at the Adam's bouts, so on and so forth. Okay? It's these guys that's making up these plans, man. These heathen nations. What is starting with Esau, Edom, as it's going to tell you. Verse 5, it says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom. Okay, you see, Edom is the number one on the list, man. Okay, and Edom is the nation Edom is the so-called white people. Okay, that's who they are today. All right, they're the so-called white people. Their biblical nationality goes back to Edom. All right, which Edom is synonymous with Esau, because Esau is the forefather or the progenitor of the nation of Edom. All right, so he's the number one on the list. Okay, because he's the one, as it tells you in the Ezekiel 35, that has that perpetual hatred, all right, against his brother, which is Jacob. All right, he's the one that speaks about in Psalms that he slanders against his own mother's son. Okay, that's why he's number one on the list, man. It tells you
Real quick, just to back you up, Genesis 36 and verse 8, it says, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
You see, Esau is Edom. He's the progenitor of the nation of Edomites.
Yeah. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir.
Yeah, and basically the father of the white race. All right, the so-called white people. Okay, then pale-looking people, because they're not white. They just lack pigmentation. Okay, back to Psalms 83 and 6. It says the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, which the Ishmaelites are the Arabs, as you know them today. Okay, and clearly you can see how they demonstrate hate towards Jake, man. You know, you go to their stores and try to buy shit, they look at you with a grin and shit. They're giving you bad customer service.
Right, their daughters.
You know. You're just trying to go and get some shalala, and shalala is shawarma. You know, we have a slang, we say shalala here. You know, trying to get some shawarma. You know, he's putting a little chicken in there, looking at you all greasy and shit. You know, because they have that hatred towards us as a nation, man. But here it is, one of their own comes in, or another nation comes in, some Somalian or whatever, some Kushite. You know, they start speaking the language, they bless him up. You know. But when Jake pulls up, they're looking down and shit, looking down on Jake, disrespecting Jake, you know. Hey, because it goes back to that hatred that they have against us, man. Because they're confederate against us to basically bring us down as a nation. All right.
And they have a weird hatred, man. Because they'll hate you, but they'll copy you, you know.
Yeah.
The fuck.
It shows you, Jake makes things move around in the world, man. It shows y'all that we're really the chosen people of the Lord, man. You know, these other nations, they look up to us even at a lower state. They follow our trends. You see what I'm saying? There's a precept on that, on how that the brother in the past likes that precept, the one in Ecclesiasticus. You know what it's like? Babakosha get that. Where it speaks about how that even on a lower state, imagine you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know? Because it demonstrates how the glory that the Lord is gonna reveal in us is gonna be unreal. You know what I mean, bro? Because look at us right now in this lowest state, the bottom feeders of society, man. And yet these are the nations, they're basically following our trends. They're following the vibration of Jake, man. You know, they're dressing like Jake. They want to talk like Jake. You know, they want to look like Jake. You see what I'm saying? Because, hey, we make the world run as the brother says, the brother in the past, we make the world run, man. You know, we're the chosen. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're jealous. They want to be like us, man. That's why they want to do away with us as a nation, man. You know, they basically want to be us. You see? But you can't be us, man. There's only one chosen nation, man.
One special people.
You see? Man, yeah, you're going to have Moabs and Moab. I mean, the brother said that, you're going to have Moab and the Afro in the kingdom, man. Because right now they're following after Esau, right? They got the suits. You know, then they threw away the kimonos now, and they're in the suit, the ties. And the kingdom and everywhere in frozen shit, trying to looking to get tan. Hey, they're gonna get back their pigmentation because it tells you when the creation was made, how the Adamites was made from the soils of the ground. And if you look at rich soils, it's dark. So all the nations back then, they had pigmentation, except for Esau when he came out. You know, and when Cain received that mark, which was leprosy. The Lord took away his pigmentation. All right, you got it, brother.
You got the precept? Come on, Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 31. It says, "He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?"
Ooh, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches, man. Come on, man. You can look at it. Look at it right now. You look at society, man. Who is everybody following, even though they're at the lowest state?
Right.
Who does Esau utilize the most to push forth a trend? Jake. Even with his flameritism shit right now, who is he putting at the forefront? Jake. You have Lil Nas X. He's using Drake and putting the nail polish, putting in the pictures and shit. Jake's taking a picture with it. And now you know how people look up to Drake, man. Everybody in the mama, they know about Drake, man. You know, that's who these kids they look up to. That's who the new generation they look up to, man. These Lil Baby, these NBA young boy. Even that nigga too is wearing makeup and shit, wearing nail polish, right? And these little gremlins, they look up to that nigga, you know, the young boy energy with the skinny jeans and shit, and then talking, you know what I'm talking about, man. You see it on social media. So this is Jake at a low level, and Esau utilizing us, right, to basically keep our people in a low vibration, right? Yet even these other nations, they're following that trend too, man. You know, with the pen sagging, with the how you call that, the fucking purse, the
Fanny pack.
The fanny pack. Come on, man. You be seeing Edomites walking with fanny packs, even fucking Elam with fanny packs, bro. You know, following the trend of Jake, man, at a lower state, man. How much, you got it, brother.
It says, "He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?"
How much more in riches, man? How much more in the kingdom, man? How much more when the Lord exalts us back to that hierarchy where we were once at, man? Being at the top, the done data, all right? With Yahushua, of course, at the forefront, the number one. But just saying us as a nation, going back to that status of being on top, and these rest of these nations being the servants that they're supposed to be. Okay, serving us, man. You see? And now we're serving them, and they're following our vibration, man. How much more in the kingdom, man? Yo, you can't even imagine how it's going to be like, man. You know? Everything they're going to do it to basically, they're going to do it revolving around what we like. You know? How we behave. You see? How we're going to behave is according to the laws. Right? That's what we're going to have to teach them, the laws. And they're going to be willing to learn, man. They're going to be willing to learn, man. At a point in time, and they're going to recognize that, this is the righteous dictatorship. We can do nothing against it. Hey, I'm gonna do what I can to please. Hey, I'm gonna give my daughter to Shequat, give him to Zabag, and try to do my best here. Follow the vibration, man. You see?
Says even to the point where, like, at the beginning of that switch of rulership, there's going to be some people who are now going to want to follow the lead. Mm-hmm. What did Yahushua say? Bring them hither, those that don't want me to reign over them. So there's, eventually they're going to submit. Eventually everyone's going to have to bow down and follow the current. Mm-hmm. Okay?
You're going to have to submit, but the power is going to be undeniable, man. Come on, man. Hey, like that general, when he said he saw the ship and the men that came out, they had a look on their face that they've never been conquered. Hey, we're going to have that look too when we get those new bodies, man. Okay? We're going to have that look that, you can't conquer us, you can't touch us, you can't do shit. They're going to recognize the power. It's going to be undeniable. I think Isaiah 60, it tells you how they're going to come down bending, man. Okay? Bending. All right? So they're going to, if there's a revolt or how do you say that?
Uprising.
Uprising is going to be us working on their minds just for entertainment, man. Or either that just for an example to prove to them, you can't take us down, man. This is an example. This is what happens when you try to come up against us. You see? You got it, bro.
It says, "And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?"
Woo! And clearly, Esau, as his power is dwindling, man, these nations, they're starting to look at Esau for who he really is, man. That natural brute beast base man, Job 30 looking ass, okay? That he really is, man. Okay? Already right now, people are disrespecting Esau, man, even though at his power, man. Alright?
Yeah, Trudeau.
Trudeau. They're throwing stones and shit at him. Macron, a couple months ago, he got slapped up, man. Sylvain just really pulled up and just smack this nigga.
Yeah, if that's happening in riches when they're
Yo,
up, how much
when
more-
they're up, bro, come on, man. Yo, when they're down, man, it's a done thing, man. You know, hey, Isaiah 40 tells you about that. How we're gonna look, these nations, basically us and these nations, we're gonna look at this guy. Yo, this was he. This nigga was ruling the earth. They're gonna be spitting on you.
Isaiah 14, yeah.
You know, Nahum 5. You know, the Lord's gonna cast abominable filth upon you, man. Turn you back to Job 30 times 1,000, man. You know, that base, that man. You know, baser than insects.
Yeah, and that reminds me of one lyric that Kendrick Lamar used to say. He said, "Don't tell a lie on me, and I won't tell the truth about you." You know, and Esau Edom, as you said before, he's a slanderer, the slander of his brother. You know, so then I got the definition of slander.
Right.
It says here to slander says to utter slander against, defame, the utterance of false charges or misrepresentation
Right.
which defames and damages another's reputation.
Right.
And the second one is a false and defamatory oral statement against a person. So that's basically what Esau Edom is pushing forth of evil image of evil representation of what Jake is
Right.
through these rappers,
Right.
through
Actors.
actors,
Actors.
through the movies, you know, and that's the image that the world sees. You know, these people in Moab land, they might not never have seen a so-called Jake or so-called Mexican.
But they know their image.
When they go over there, they might get disrespected for no reason. You know, just for that image, that mentality, that media, that image that's being pushed forth in the world, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You look at it, man. Every fucking black movie that comes out, it's always the same shit. The
drug
block,
dealing,
the hood, drug dealing,
The church.
the church, bro. It's the same fucking
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing that's a movie that's like you could say uplifting to push forth a positive vibration for people, man.
Right, and if there is, it's done in mockery.
Yeah,
Like Planet
yeah.
of the Apes. Fuck
Yeah.
us, man. You see that?
Yeah.
Like Planet of the Apes, they painted us as monkeys.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
they're the fucking monkeys,
Yeah.
bro. Yo, you take a picture of a monkey and an Edomite, you look at the comparison, you compare them together, man. Who has thin lips? Edomites. You know, we don't even have thin lips like the monkeys do. They fucking look like monkeys, bro.
Harry.
Hey, yo, they're fucking hairy motherfuckers, man. Bigfoot, hairy looking ass niggas, man. You know? And they're calling us the monkeys, man. You're gonna be the monkeys. Hey, a monkey's gonna be more beautiful than you and the right now, bro. We rather dwell around a monkey than you're fucking ugly ass, man. You know?
My monkey's gonna have chase.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to put a monkey as a taskmaster over Esau, bro. Because a monkey's gonna have more rights than this nigga.
Yeah, chains and rings, bro.
You know? A monkey's gonna have more rights. I might name him Cornelius too.
Yeah. Shit. In the Hebrew.
You know?
Yeah.
Shit.
In the Hebrew, man. Shit. A monkey's gonna have more rights than you, man.
Yeah.
Right now, you're already not even honored. How much more? Yo, man, Esau, man, in the kingdom, man, I would not want to be you, man.
Yeah.
You know? Shit. So, like, real quick, just to back you up, this is Revelation 12 and verse 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night."
He has the odyssey to even point the finger.
Yeah.
He's the one that
Shit.
provides the wickedness. But then when you put your hand to the wickedness, he turns around and blames you. You know, he'll put the gun store in the hood, the gun store next to the liquor store, next to the and then he'll give you the drugs. He'll give you the drugs, and they'll put you in jail for having the drugs. Take you out, give you a record deal so you can promote selling drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all a scheme to keep you in the trap.
Yeah, keep you in
Okay.
the trap.
Right, and then what? And then he turns around and tells the father, "Look at your people," you know.
Yeah.
But you're the one that's forwarding the affliction. You're the one that's allowing the wickedness to be made, man.
Yeah.
Right? You're the source of the wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And this guy would go and say, "Yo, I didn't tell them to take it. You know, it's theirs. They're choosing to take it. It's them.
Yeah.
You're the fucking one that's providing. Yeah. Fucking milton looking ass, man.
Yeah.
You You know,
Yeah.
he's the one that's providing it, and he's saying, "No, it's your choice. You chose to do it. Why did I tell you? Did I put it in your mouth? Did I put the needle in you? Was that no? Of course not. But who's the supplier? When you do your research, who does the line go back to? Who's the source? You're the fucking source, man. So you're responsible.
The border of wickedness, man. It all starts from him, man. You know. You see, so because Jake, you know, in the hood, how can Rondo guy?
Yeah, like bazooka. How the fuck did he
Get a bazooka?
in
Get a
his couch,
bazooka
bro?
in the hood, man.
In his couch.
You don't just get a bazooka. That's like military shit, man.
Yo,
There's an Edomite that pulled up with a suit and gave him
and
that.
handed it to him. Yeah.
You know, go make some trouble in your neighborhood. Now you're the guy.
Yeah,
People don't respect you with this.
I won't be surprised. I'm pretty sure I heard it. I forgot where I heard it. I think a brother said it. I'm not too sure. Nobody quote me on this. But I'm pretty sure someone said that, you know, Esau actually pulls up in the blocks and he just drops crates of guns just there.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I believe that shit. I can see Esau doing that shit. Just drops it there and then some fucking gremlin, some
Just take it.
GMO baby just, oh shit, yo, blocks, yo, no way, yo. I was looking for this shit. I wanted to spend on the ops last week. Take that shit, you know? And you see Esau in the van, just, yeah, they took it, yeah, we're good. Then, you know? Like the fucking skeezy snake serpent that he is, man.
Or they find one guy, Salaki, like they find one guy, you know,
Mhm.
the head of the block,
Mm-hmm.
and they get in contact with him, and yo, here, supplier.
Mm-hmm.
That's predictive programming. They showed you in Snowfall.
Yeah, ooh, yep.
You know,
Even in the movie Lord of War,
Yeah.
there's a scene, you know, it's not in the U.S. or Canada, you know, but he landed the plane somewhere in Africa, you know, and then what did he do? He needed to get rid of the guns, so he just put him out a bunch of crates. Everything was gone in like 10 minutes. A bunch of crates. He just gave him out. Yo, free guns, take grenades. You know, so that's the mentality of Esau Edom, man.
yeah.
You know, because he knows that these people don't even know like really how to use it. You know, they don't really know the danger of this. You know, you give it to some GMO baby. You know, what is he gonna do with a gun, man? You get it on his nerve, he's gonna end up killing people, man. It's like
He's gonna kill
ticking
his
time
own
bomb.
people.
Yeah, he's
Kill his own people.
Perfect.
Yo. Kill his own, take some
Yeah,
perks, some
why,
perks.
why would I go kill someone where I could
You
just
can do
give
it for me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Ooh, see?
I'll give him the shot, but
Yo, there's a term for that. Like, fuck, what's the term?
Calling the shots. Oh, keeping
Well, you
your-
can kind of say two birds with one stone.
Mm.
But I was looking for, but I'm gonna use this one. I can't think of the other one. But hey, Esau basically did two birds with one stone.
Mm.
You know, he supplied the guns, and then Jake's basically using it now to kill everybody. I mean, to kill each other.
Yeah.
Which that's what Esau wants. He wants to destroy us as a nation. But hey, he supplies it. Hey, he's watching from the back, and he's like, oh shit, these niggas are, you
They're
know,
doing it themselves.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he's sowing that discord among the brethren.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he's doing, man. He's sowing that discord among the brethren, man. And then Jake is just fucking so focused on the block, man. Jake's vision is just that man, just in the block. Not seeing that there's an enemy that's really controlling what's going on in the block to keep you guys in that block killing each other, man.
Yeah, because even those problems that start on the block is the smallest.
Smallest, yo, be over a shoe, over
Yo. And now the whole block's at war, bro.
over a shoe, brother. You know? Or over a bitch. It's always the same shit, man. You know? Or he disrespected me, or whatever, man. Some little shit that could have been, you sat down together, you spoke like men. As it tells you, a soft answer to the wrath. You know, you speak like men, but nah, man. Since they're raised by a single mother household, they're emotional, therefore they act on impulse. And here it is now, there's a gang war going on, man. You know, they're recruiting people not even knowing what they're fighting for, what they're killing each other
They
for.
don't know, it's just,
You know?
the
Just
heat.
do it.
And they're just the ops, the ops, man, you know. You know, you might have grew up with this guy since from the sandbox. You might have grew up together. Nah, he's ops, man. You know,
Yeah,
he's
fuck
fucking
him.
with the other guy, man. Yo, we can, can mess with him. You know what I mean? Shit, man. It's like it. I had a precept.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 50 and verse 20. It says, "Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son." Okay, and Jacob and Esau are indeed brothers. They're twin brothers. So, hey, indeed, Esau, he's slandering, as we read in,
Revelation.
Revelation 12 and 10, right? He's the accuser. Slanderer and accuser basically the same thing. It's the synonym, same words, same definitions, you could say. So he's speaking against us, man. All right? He's providing the drugs, he's providing the guns, and he's pointing the finger, saying, "Look at you people." He has his warlocks, okay, his magistrates, sending spells and shit, praying to the Heavenly Father, saying, "Yo, look at you people, man. Look what they're doing, man. This is your chosen people. This is your inheritance. Look how polluted it is." Well, he's the one that's basically forwarding that pollution upon our people, man.
Yeah. So basically, he'll paint the image that you're the wicked,
Yeah.
and then he'll convict you. That he'll slander and accuse you. So he'll paint the image like you're the bad guy. You're the reason why everything's going bad. And then you're the problem. Okay, he'll paint you as the problem, and then he'll accuse you. He'll tell you that you're guilty. There's no way out. Okay, and it's not just that one guy. That one guy is the problem. No, everyone is the problem. All of them is the problem. Okay, so what's it called? Well, that's what it is. Categorial.
Yeah,
That's
category, that's the
accuser.
definition of accuser.
Yeah.
I'll get into
The
that.
accuser is a categorial, so he puts all Jake in a category. Okay, so basically Jake, the so-called Negroes, he'll put them as thieves, robbers, that beat dads.
Right.
The so-called Mexican, he'll put them as drunks.
Gang.
Gang.
Yeah, Gada is the drums.
Gadites, they're drunk. All sorts of bywords and proverbs, man, to keep us in a low state, man. Even to the point where some of our people truly believe it. That's why they have that what you say
Stockholm
before?
syndrome?
No. That evil eye against a brother.
Yeah,
Because when he sees someone else, because he sees another Jake, he'll be like, oh, that's a nigga. So I'll keep my defense up instead of, because at the end of the day, Israel, we're supposed to be we're supposed to love our neighbors. Okay, we're a family. Okay, but that's the vision that Isa Edom brought through his lies, deceit.
Media.
Well, I got the word. Well, this is the word accuser from the Revelation 12:10. Well, in the Greek, it's a categorial. Like he went into, he categorizes. And, the definition says accuser. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
Back you up. You
Lamentations 2 and verse 15, it says, "All that pass by clap their hands at thee.
Mhm.
They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
That was back then. How much more in this time? Right?
The joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee.
Mhm.
They hiss and gnash the teeth.
Mhm.
They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found it. We have seen it."
Because ultimately, that's what they wanted. The downfall of Israel, as it says back in the Psalms 83, they wanted Israel not to be a nation anymore. They don't want that name to be remembered. Again, bringing that covering, making all these nations, all nations at this point, they don't even know who they are, unless you're elite, unless you're in the truth. Okay, so Isa Edom came with all that confusion in the world, man, that darkness on the earth. Okay, but Yahushua is gonna come and take out all that confusion. He's gonna set everything back in order. Everyone's gonna be in their right mind. Okay, starting with the elect. Okay, that he's washing our minds right now, stirring up our minds by way of remembrance, telling us who we are, bringing us back to the Lord, man, through this knowledge. All right.
Just wanted to add to that. Well, it said this is the day that they live for as well. It tells you in Revelation 11 how that these two prophets tormented them. And who are those two prophets? The southern and northern kingdom. In the time we're ruling, hey, we're throwing Edomites off the cliffs. Okay, we're having war with the Philistines, destroying Moabites and shit. Time of judges, we're destroying these niggas, man. Okay, King David was wearing ham on them heathens, man.
Should have put garrisons.
Come on, bro. Garrisons and Edom. There was garrisons and other people.
Tyrant,
man. Bro, come on, man. Yo, we weren't playing. We're in rulership, man.
Hey, you remember when King David played the fool?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to kill that Edomite first, but he didn't have a sword, When you first see him, he didn't have a sword. He's gonna kill the Edomite.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're tormenting these niggas, man. From the time we came out of Egypt, man, hey, it was just, war and we're destroying nothing, man. Destroying everything. All right? So that's why they were looking forward to this day, man. Seeing Jake at the bottom, man. They were looking forward to this.
That's the that's that year. There was a season in time where the Golden States, they kept winning and winning and winning. At one point it was always the Heat and
Right,
Golden
right,
State at the finals, you know.
Right.
So so at one point they won for like 4, 5, 6 seasons straight, man. And then when they lost the first time, that was the day that that the whole league was
We're
looking
waiting
for.
for it,
Yeah,
yeah.
but at least they didn't win. So that's the same mentality that these other nations have when Israel was the state of Israel, let's say, was no more. Okay, and after the dissolution of the state of Israel, they don't want us to come back together because that's a fearful thing. Okay, that's a fearful thing because just of how the brother said, we were tyrannical with these people, man.
Right.
Okay, the fact that if we come back together, they know is
They
the end
know,
for
bro,
their
right.
rulership.
Brother, I
Okay.
must be able to read this for you,
Yeah,
brother.
go ahead.
Let me read this. Baba Bashar. This is it's coming back, man.
Yeah.
It's coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Baba Bashar, let me read this, Baba Bashar. This is Revelation 2 and verse 26.
Mhm.
And it reads, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
And again, bringing it back to the topic that we started, keeping the works, that goes into keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yep.
Keeping the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
The life source.
It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works.
Because how do you overcome death? With life.
Yes.
Okay? You can't overcome death with death. Okay? You can't fight fire with fire. You have to come with water. Alright? So we have to come with life through Yahweh Shai to overcome this world.
It says, Revelation 2 and 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Power over the nations, meaning you're gonna rule over them.
Again.
You know, David says with a rod of iron.
Yep.
You know, to break them into subjection, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, like they're gonna be looking like, I don't know if you brothers are familiar with Game of Thrones. These people are gonna be looking like Reek unto us, man. We're gonna turn them into perpetual slaves, man.
Reeks.
Right? It's like we're gonna beat the whole, like we gotta take away all that filth that they have also, so they can come in their right mind and know that when I pull up, you have to, whatever I say is my my wish is your command type, whatever I say you have to do it, man. I don't want to hear no talking back. I don't want to hear no nothing, man.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Says,
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Yep.
So I could.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. When I pull up, you don't call me. You have to say, sir, man.
Verse 27, it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Mhm.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
It's broken, man. So basically, we're gonna traumatize them, man. Traumatize them into subjection, man. Right?
That torment's coming back time more, man.
Yeah.
More torment.
And again, we're gonna do it in righteousness. man.
Righteousness.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're gonna deserve that beating. To the point where after you get that one beating, man, you're gonna get unless you put it in your mind to disobey, like the brother said, for our own pleasure, for our own fun, entertainment.
Yeah.
But
We'll be laughing like that kid.
yeah, kill him.
It says, even as I received of my father. Let me get one more because you said, righteousness, right?
Yeah.
Because indeed, the vengeance, us having our hands on our enemies,
It's a righteous thing.
it's a righteous thing.
Mhm.
Let me get it. This is
It's a beautiful thing.
beautiful, man. Yapa.
Yo.
This is Second Thessalonians 1 and verse 6.
Mhm.
It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. It's a righteous thing, man.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, it tells you in Zechariah 2:8 that whoever touches the nation of Israel is as if they touched the apple of the Lord's eye. So the Lord is justified giving us the permission to do whatever we like unto these heathen nations in righteousness. Furthermore, in Ezekiel 25 and 14 on down, it tells you that the Lord is going to execute judgment, right? Upon I think it's like Edom there, but Edom and the rest of these other nations, man, by the hand of this people, Israel, man. We're going to be those fishers turned into hunters, man. Okay? Who do you think is going to bind their nobles with feathers of irons and chains, man? Who do you think is going to put that new drip upon Esau, Edom, man? Us. We're going to have the privilege of doing that, man. Lord willing, we be part of the elect, man. Okay? All these different kings, man. We're going to have the pleasure, all right, of beating them up, slapping them up a little bit, getting them scared, all right? Might give them false hope that, hey, oh yeah, you defeated me, And then, we'll come back and just put them in chains, man. we're gonna have that privilege. Apparatus that will be of the elect, man.
Just as they had that privilege.
Right.
When you bring it back to Lamentation, this is the day that we look for.
Yeah.
As it says, it's a one thing that I count happy to see the downfall of your enemy.
Yes, sir.
And we're witnessing we're witnessing the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Little by little, we're seeing how they're establishing their setup for the new world order. But we know that through this is the entering in of the real new world order that's gonna come in righteousness. So the same way that they afflicted us with in wickedness, we're gonna afflict them in righteousness. Okay, because they deserve it. Right? It's righteous. It's how can I say that? It's justified. It's justified. It's justice. You know. So you afflicted the people of the Lord. You're gonna receive the reward for your actions.
Yeah, and they even went far above and beyond, man.
Bro. It wasn't just an affliction, bro.
Yeah.
They crossed the line.
They crossed the line, man.
Whoa.
You gone too far.
Yeah.
Let me read this just to back up that statement. This is Zechariah 1 and verse 15. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they held forward the affliction."
Yeah, they went overboard, man. They went overboard, man. Especially Esau Edom. You know, all these other nations that are partaker, but Esau Edom went far and beyond. Man. Even to this day, we're still captive in his land. Okay, till this day, the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel are still captive in this wicked land. Yeah.
Yo, that's a law too. If it be found in your hand, you know.
So imagine.
In your hand.
Yeah, man. So imagine.
Hey!
What's the recompense?
Yeah.
So, okay, what's the recompense for that?
Right.
You know, you got it.
The brother's gonna get the precept, and the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna come back, and we're gonna be found in Esau's hand, man.
Yeah.
So hey, the law has to be executed.
Yeah.
You know. Before you get that, let me get this, because you stated that we're still, in Esau's hands right now as we speak, right? We're still in captivity. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the children of Israel, which are the northern tribes, right? From the head tribe Ephraim on down, right? And the children of Judah, the southern kingdom, right? The head tribe being Judah, and then afterwards the two other tribes, Levi, Benjamin, Levi, right? Were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." Okay, just like Pharaoh refused to let us go, the same way Esau Edom is refusing to let us go. And the other lands, wherever that our people are being oppressed, man. But mainly, this is applying to the melting pot, as you call it, America, man. Because that's where currently us as a bulk, where the two nations are in right now, currently being held captive. Just like in Egypt, where they're as a bulk, both of the nations together being held captive by Pharaoh, man. Esau's doing the same shit here, man. So the law is gonna have to be executed. Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and find the Hebrew servant in the hands of Esau Edom, man.
Yahweh Shai is the judge, jury, and executioner. You know? That's Yahweh Shai. So this is Exodus 21 and 16. It says, "He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand."
Come on, bro. This nigga, come on. Come on, bro.
That's the first thing, yo.
Brother, the first thing applies to him right then and there, man. You don't even need to break that down.
Yo.
Who went to the western the western part of Africa,
Right.
all right, and took the so-called blacks and brought them to another land? He took them and sold them. Who the fuck did that?
Right.
Come on, man. You know, who was doing the lynches? Who's responsible? Who was doing that? Was it not Esau Edom? Was it not the pale-looking people, the vampire-looking people? You know, the first slave ship being the Jesus ship. Was it not them? These guys, the small hats, the Amalekites. You see, that's why also the Lord has a specific bone to pick with Amalek too, man. You know, because they're one of the tribes of Esau, which Esau is the nation as a whole. They have a hatred towards us, but Amalek's hatred towards Jacob, man. That's why the Lord says he's gonna have perpetual war with the Amalek. He told Moses to rehearse him in the ears of Joshua, right? Yo, come on, man. They stole us and they brought us to another land to sell us, man. It doesn't get any more plainer than that. Come on.
Even that's against the law, man. Even taking someone out of the land
We're removing landmarks.
Removing landmarks, taking someone away from his land, to,
Right.
this is like, that's just sin on top of iniquity.
Right.
That's just iniquity on top of iniquity.
The
Man.
Lord said it reached
Come on,
unto
unto
heaven.
heaven, man.
Now his tab, yo,
You have to pay for that, man.
like it's shaking, bro. The tab,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, yo,
Well, imagine you go to the store, you order everything on the menu, but then the bill comes, you don't have enough to pay. You don't have $0 in your pocket. You're just there looking at the waitress. No tip, no nothing. Yeah, man, you're gonna pay, man. Somehow, some way, you're gonna pay, man.
Klein, it says, Exodus 21:16, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Surely, not maybe, not if. Because Esau has all these fucking tongue, how do you say that? All these, with his fucking English speech, man, maybe. That double speak. That double speak shit, loose speech bullshit. It says surely, man.
Yeah.
So it's assured. Shall be put to death,
You
man.
have to die.
You have to. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Since you ain't hate shedding the blood of the nation of Israel, hey, blood is gonna follow your ass too, man. Since you refused to let us go, you still held us captive. Hey, when Yahushua comes back, man, hey, you're gonna be found having the Israelites in your hand. And the law is gonna be executed, man. The law is gonna be executed. Okay? You're gonna be put to death, man. That's why after 1,000 years, what's gonna happen to this nigga? Huh? He's not gonna be around, man.
Klein.
There was more?
Oh, that was it on that.
Real quick, pertaining to the Yahushua coming and doing righteousness and judging righteously, Revelation 19:11, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness doth he judge and make war. So even the fact that he's going to come and make war against all these kingdoms, okay, defeat these kingdoms, is going to be in righteousness. Because again, what? The Lord, in due time, he will set one that is profitable on the earth, which is Yahushua. Okay, the earth belongs unto Yahushua, and Yahushua will establish that righteousness on the earth, which is needful for the earth to flourish. Because under the supervision of Esau Edom, he's destroying the whole planet. Okay, so the whole earth needs to be refreshed. The people have to be refreshed. The nature itself has to be refreshed, man. Under the supervision of the righteous. Okay, starting with Yahushua and the elect. Okay.
Just to back you up, this is Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 4. It says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable." That profitable one is who? Like the brother stated, Yahushua, man. Okay, he's the profitable one, man. Okay, how is he profitable? Because who's the one that received the blueprints to create the planet Earth? Was it not Yahushua? So of course he's going to be the one that's going to be profitable for the earth, because he knows how to basically manage the earth. He knows how to put this animal with that animal, to put this element with that element. He created the earth. He received the blueprints and created the earth with the 144 men, with the elect, man, with the Elohim, with the powers, man. So of course he's profitable, man. He knows the blueprint. All right.
Isaiah 9:6.
Sure.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. Even the word government goes into the government, to govern, to control someone's mind, to control mind. So Yahushua is going to come and control people's mind according to righteousness. Okay, starting with the elect, and the great multitude, and then we're going to push that vibration on the earth, because just as it says, as the ruler is, so is the people that inhabit that city. So that's the vibration that we're gonna come into and push into the earth, which everyone's gonna be able to rejoice and take part. Okay, have their part in this kingdom. All right, in righteousness again. So it says here, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Okay, and that peace comes with order, and order comes with following the law, statutes, and commandments, being obedient unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end. And again, when you look at the contrast of how Esau Edom, how he's been ruling, there's never been peace. Okay, under the supervision of Esau Edom, there's never been peace, because it says what he was given, a sword was given unto him, and he was
to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, he was meant to take peace away from earth. Yahushua is meant to bring peace, to bring back peace. Okay, to break the scepter of the wicked and to establish righteousness on the earth.
Yeah. And if I may add too, and that word peace goes with order, having order, and with order comes what? Quietness, right? Which I have this here was there more?
Just let me finish real quick. So it says here, and of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform it. So again, that's the will of the Lord, to establish that righteousness on the earth, so that the earth may be returned into a state of paradise as it was in the time of Adam. Okay?
It's funny how you said, order as you're reading it, man, because Yahweh has been that order, that peace, that quietness, right? This is Isaiah 14 and verse 6. I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. Okay, who's that he? Esau Edom.
Read it yourself.
Come. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 5. It says, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke.
That's what's happening under the rulership of Esau Edom. Just continually beating the people down, man. That's why these people are tired, sick and tired of the whore, of the Babylon. But there's people are getting sick and tired of the Edomites at the end of the day, man. People are not content with the way that this guy is ruling the earth. Okay?
It says, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth.
Because ultimately Esau Edom is a madman. He's how are you supposed to you can't be around someone he's always mad. It says anger was not made for those that were born of woman. Okay, this guy is he's ruling continually angry. It's like, what's wrong with this guy, man? Like, that's how he doesn't know peace. How can someone that's always angry know peace? Okay?
It says, verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
After he's taken down.
Yep.
Yeah. So once he's out of the way, now that he's not part of the picture anymore, everything is going back to revert in its rightful place.
It says it's quiet. So like I'm gonna read that again. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Oh, just as when you die, what's on your tombstone? Rest in peace. Meaning that you're in the spiritual realm, meaning that you're at peace. Everything's in order.
Right.
So the same way that, as it says, the earth is at rest. The earth is going to be in a state of healing. It's going to be in a state of not perfection, but I'll say it's going to be in a state of it's going to be better off without Esau Edom in rulership. Right?
That's why it's what's that in the Peters where it says we desire a new earth. Wherein dwelleth righteousness, so the earth is going to be renewed, refreshed. Because what? Esau's going to be taking out the picture, man. He's not going to be the one that's managing the earth anymore. The profitable one is going to be managing the earth. Therefore, the earth is going to be, get the water. Because the earth has a spirit too. You constantly sucking the oil out the earth, not giving the earth the land Sabbath, right? Because the earth is supposed to rest too, man. There's only so much it could yield, man. That's like it. Just missed the point. That's why the fruits, so on and so forth, they're not bringing forth like that vigor, that they're not bringing forth the increase that it's supposed to bring, man. The earth is not increasing how it's supposed to, man. You go back in the time of Joshua, man. When they went to the land of Israel, they brought back the cluster of grape. Did not take 2 strong men to carry that cluster of grape, man. And here it is now. You can just take a cluster of grape like this, man. Seedless too. Who's behind all this? Esau Edom, man. He's not giving the land the rest, the Sabbath, man. So, hey, once he's taken out the picture, the earth is going to be rejoicing, man. Not only the earth,
the whole creation as a whole, man.
So just like you said, even the earth has a spirit. The earth is alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Just as you read that again.
Come. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 7. It says the whole earth is at rest.
The whole earth is at rest. It's gonna be able to chill, to relax. Okay. Because even you see yourself, man. Yo, tomorrow is what? I don't even want to talk about it next to the brothers because we dread Mondays. We dread Mondays because we know we have to wake up to an alarm clock. Okay, we don't rest, man. You know, continually running after the time. You know, make sure you get to the place you have to be. Clock in, clock out. You come home, you're tired, and then you know you have to repeat that the next day, and all that for a week so that you can hope for the weekend. You know, always on a rat race. Okay, but again, once that wicked demon is gonna be out of rulership, even the earth is gonna be able to rest. As the brother mentioned, the land Sabbath. Okay, the earth is gonna be able to rest, man. Okay.
It says, I'm read that again. Isaiah 14 and 7 says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
So even nature is going to rejoice, man, at the fact that Esau-Edom is not in rulership, man. Because again, he's only, as it says, what? Habakkuk? He is as death and cannot be satisfied. That's why you can't rest. This guy wants more and more. He has the whole earth. Even to the point now, it's not enough for him to control the whole earth. He wants to implement you with a device so that he can control you. Okay? So that you can be his property, man. He wants to tag you like cattle. Okay? It's not enough for him to own everything, man. It's not enough for him to destroy everything, man. He wants to destroy you. Okay? That's how insatiable this guy is, man. You know? So that's why he has to be put down, man.
Yep. Yeah, it says no feller come. It says when since thou art laid down, no fellers come unto us. And you know what's the profession of a feller, right? You cut down trees. What do we have? Deforestation. Who's behind that? Who's responsible for that? Esau, Edom, man. So therefore, the trees are gonna rejoice, man.
Yeah, and even Salaki, even when you do deforestation, again, you cut one tree for you're gonna build a house, you're gonna build this, you're gonna do this. But when you do a deforestation, that's extreme, man. That's going above and beyond, man. That's doing too much. Okay, right? There shouldn't be such a thing as deforestation.
No.
Like that word shouldn't exist. Even something as extinction, that shouldn't exist, man. But that's all through the supervision of the so-called white man.
Yeah, right? And it makes no sense because if you look at the science, with the trees, where they promote, they bring forth oxygen, good air quality for you to breathe. Yeah. It's basically a natural filter of the earth, you can say, man. To take out the carbon and then brings forth oxygen. And it's funny because I think it was last camp, the main camp, the New York, the after camp. One of the brothers brought out information how that when you take out the tree and then you look at the root, it's basically shaped like a pulmon. How do you say that? Lungs. And that's heavy, man, because that's what the trees does. It promotes oxygen, it brings forth oxygen for you to breathe. But here this guy, man, as the devil that he is, you have a term called deforestation, man. He cuts the whole tree just to build these fucking skyscrapers, or now what he was gonna build the 15-minute cities, And I also wanted to say this too, because even according to the law, there's particular trees that you're not supposed to cut. Right? The law speaks about that, man. It tells you like the trees that's for your food, don't cut them, man. As for the rest, as you go into Besiege City, you could cut those trees. But Esau, he doesn't give a fuck, man.
Everything goes.
Everything for that, man. If he wants a plan, he wants a new mall there, all the trees are going down, man.
Yeah, he doesn't care even if people are there, man.
Yeah.
He'll remove the people, man. Right?
Even with the deforestation, in the forest, there's animals living there, man. There's life there. So right there, he just destroyed all the animals' home, man.
Ecosystem. He destroyed
the whole ecosystem, man. Fuck, this nigga is death, man. Like that for that movie, with the fell,
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Wherever he goes, death follows, man.
Yeah, corruption, man.
Shit, man.
You have something?
Oh no.
Oh, I had something real quick, because you made that point about that Monday,
Yeah.
Real quick. This is Daniel 7 and verse. I'm gonna
Shit.
This is Daniel 7 and verse 25. It says, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until the time and the binding of time." You know, he is currently wearing out the saints, man. You know, like we read in Isaiah 14, he that smote the people with a continuous stroke, man.
Continual, man. He doesn't care if you're already down, man. He wants you down, man, under the ground, man. He wants to kill you, man. He doesn't care, man. Right?
Man, he's wearing us out, man. Yo, we got bills to pay, man. You know, this, that to pay, and the only way you can pay is by continually waking up and going to work.
Wow.
You know?
Working to pay bills.
And he's been giving you a pay that you can barely live off that pay, man.
Yeah, it's to the point where he's rising the prices of everything, but he's not raising your salary.
Wages, yeah.
You know, you have to pay more for the money that you get. Usually now you got people complaining for that, man. You know, they say that, I used to be able to make it with one paycheck. Now, even the paycheck, it doesn't make it, doesn't cut it, man. I could save, I used to save $100 per paycheck, but now I can't even, I'm scrapping. I have to buy less food. I don't know if I'm gonna, sometimes I decide between gas or food. That's the situation where people are coming to, man. Right? Yeah, but that's all through his wickedness to establish his new world order. Right?
Real quick, this is the definition of wear out in the blue letter. You have it?
You got it.
Okay, and it says to wear away, to wear out, to harass continually, man. He's harassing.
Yeah, man. It's harassing, man. Shit. Like continually, it's like having someone knocking at your door every day for money, man. It's like shit.
Nagging.
Leave me alone. Yeah, nagging, man. Shit. The same way we're praying unto Yahweh Shem Yashar for salvation, he's praying unto Satan for a downfall. He's nagging Satan to bring us down, man. Shit, go attack the elect, man. Fudge, man. It's the same mentality that they have, man. Nagging, man. Annoying, man. See?
Harassing.
Yeah. That's basically this society is annoying, man.
We're gonna go back to being like pressed. I think one of the definitions for harass, I think, is like pressing, like oppressing. I'm not sure if it's in the blue letter, but pressing, and this guy's pressing us, man. You press juice, like he's pressing, squeeze. It's too much, man.
Yeah.
There's only so much we can do, man, and then you're not even, man.
Oh, it's just like clothes. If you constantly use it, put it in
Wears
the
out.
dryer, it presses, and then it loses color.
Yes.
It becomes old, bro.
Ooh,
Shit.
Yeah. I went to the root word here. It says it's balal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It says to wear out. It says become old. With the clothes, with the clothes. Whenever you wash it too much, it becomes old. It loses its value.
It's being pressed on, bro.
Because it's being pressed. Ooh, that's what Esau is doing, man. The people are languishing. Isaiah 24 and 4, we're languishing, man. Proverbs 29 and 2, man. We're mourning. Alright? Because this wicked guy, what he's doing, man. Alright? It's too much, man.
There's more.
It says to wear out by use. Use up completely.
Completely.
So there's no juice, bro.
Wow.
No juice.
Wow.
Yo,
The
man.
concept you have to retire like 80.
Bro.
Fudge, man. That's crazy.
That's fucked, man.
Even to the point you're retired, but you still have to work. You're retired, but you still have to work, man.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. You can't survive off your pension, so you have to keep on working till your grave. Alright?
No, that's why this is that spiritual Egypt, man.
Yeah.
Bondage, man. Constantly working, man. You see what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
This is Egypt, on steroids, man. The oppression is too much. It's to the point that you're being oppressed and you don't realize that you're being oppressed. But with us, as the Lord gave us the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, He gave us that eyesight, we could see this shit. But the rest of these people, they don't even fucking know they're being oppressed, man. Especially our people. That's how it shows you, this is worse than fucking Egypt, man. Because in Egypt, at least they knew. At least they knew, bro. But now, hey, I'm in the land of the free. You remember that fucking J Kid when you were singing that track, like, the land of the free America?
Yeah, for Biden.
Really, man?
Yeah, I made it worse for you. Let me see. I want to hear him sing now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. That's it.
Real quick, Baruch 3:10. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land, that thou art waxing old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead. You know, like you brought out the clothes. Now it's becomes old, loses color. That goes into defilement. You know, and thou art counted with them that go down to the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. For if thou hast walked in the ways of the Most High, thou shouldst have dwelt in peace forever. So if we obeyed the Lord, we would have, again bringing it back to that Deuteronomy, we would have had those blessings. It would have been attached unto us forever. And ultimately, that's what we're going to get once Yahushua comes back and changes our vile bodies and gives us immortal bodies and instills the law, statutes, and commandments in us. Those blessings are going to be within us forever. All right? That peace is going to be with us forever. All right? And the fact that we're now suffering, so like the fact that we're now suffering, as it says, is because we transgressed, because we disobeyed. Because again, like the brother brought out in Judith, sin is our ruin. Okay, so therefore, the reverse of that is that keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is our life, is our benefit, is our blessing. Okay, is our way to rulership. Okay.
I'll read this real quick. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth."
That's a reward. That's a recompense for obeying. You're gonna be above. Okay.
It says verse 2, "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee."
Now, the curses.
All these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He's gonna overtake you. You're gonna be blessed. You know, come on, man. But that comes with you obeying first. Okay, you have to obey first to be blessed. All right.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So basically, that's what the Lord requires of us, to obey His voice, to keep His law, statutes, and commandments, and then we will be exalted. Okay. Even now, the fact that we're making our bodies a living sacrifice in this wicked society is so that we can obtain those blessings, so that we can obtain that reward in the days to come. I mean, you know, so that we can be delivered from the evils, and that we can obtain salvation. All right.
Facts. Yes, sir.
And
Hey. So with that, man, you know, we're gonna close it off there by giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wachakadosh. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, until next time, we're gonna say shalom.
shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Lord willing, this was edifying.
Khan.
Okay.